So I've literally just woken up, got on my computer, got onto my YouTube homepage, and there is the 28 years later official trailer. I can't believe we are getting a third film to these films. I don't know what to think, but I guess we'll just react to the trailer and talk a little bit more about it. So let's do it. Hello and welcome to another That's Just Joe video. My name's Joe and that's about it, but that's not about it because we're about to react to the trailer for 28 Years Later Part 1. Yep, we've got another trilogy coming out that's not being advertised as a trilogy, but this film is going to be directed by Danny Boyle, who did the original 28 Days Later. I absolutely love 28 Days Later. It's a huge achievement in filmmaking. It's very scary and very hard to watch. Not because it's just scary, but it's actually really hard to get on physical or on streaming services. If you don't know what 28 Days Later is, it's about basically an infection takes out the entire of the United Kingdom. Cillian Murphy stars in it, loads of other stars in it. And it's a great film. It's very scary. And then there is a sequel called 28 Weeks Later, which is not as well received, but I do like it. I do think it's a very good sequel, even though it follows different characters in that. But 28 Years Later has Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Jodie Comer, and possibly Cillian Murphy. I think he's exec producing these films. But again, this is actually part 1 of a new trilogy. But again, it's not being advertised as that. We've had that with Wicked, the Spider-Verse films. This keeps happening. So I think a lot of people are going to be shocked when they go and see this one. But let's react to the trailer and talk a little bit more about it afterwards.
Auntie, what's going on?
Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
Oof.
Seven, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boost, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boost, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. If your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boost, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
Oh man.
Think of something different. Oh, my God, people going lunatic. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5,
That's
4,
terrifying.
17, 32 the day before.
Oh. Damn. I kind of pooped myself a little. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, that trailer was terrifying, and it gave me the same feeling I had watching the first 28 Days Later. Just terrifying. So many iconic imagery in there, like with the infected, not zombies I guess, but the infected were just the most terrifying things created for film back then. Also, I've noticed this film is very much following key cinematography wise with the first one, because the first one was shot on like digitape or something. It was shot with a camcorder, and that's why there's been no like 4K restoration and everything, because it's quite hard to do. But there has been talk that this has been shot on an iPhone with just a few bits of kit, about this much of kit basically. But so it's definitely got that sort of very gritty feeling that I guess was missing from the second one, but it looks good. I don't know what the story's going to be. It looks like obviously 28 years later there are still survivors here in the UK, and they're living on an island, but it gives me that same feeling of dread. The music or the chant used in that trailer just kind of freaks me out. I think what's really interesting is just like it just has given the same vibe as the first one does, even though it's been many years since that film, those films anyway. But it's just creepy, it's unnerving, it's just everything, and I'm really happy to see they're kind of carrying that over nearly 28 years later. So Aaron Taylor-Johnson looks great. I mean, again, we don't know who these characters are. I mean, that shot itself, I hate those sort of shots when you can see basically monsters coming for you on top of that hill, but it looks like the infected are still going. I mean, what's going to be really complicated is explaining how the infected have lasted this long, because 28 weeks later, the second film explains that the infected starve to death. That's how it happens. So it's going to be really interesting how they may have evolved over time and managed to survive for so long. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, but yeah, the cinematography looks incredible. It's really given me the feeling of the first two, which is good that they've been able to replicate that. I mean, this is going to be, I think this is going to be terrifying. Whoa. Hold up. I just went on to Twitter just to see the reactions, and apparently that very, very scary zombie is Cillian Murphy. So, guess we know the fate of Alex in the film. That's not Cillian Murphy, is it? That does look like him, actually. Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame. But he looks great as an infected person. Cillian Murphy appears to be a zombie in 28 years later. That'd be cool if he was like the leader infected or something. That's terrifying, isn't it? Just kind of sad now, because now I know that character didn't make it. Spoilers! Anyway, guys, what did you think of the first trailer for 28 Years Later Part 1? Again, they're not advertising it as that, but it is a trilogy, and it's going to be done by different directors. I think the second or third one is going to be done by Nia DaCosta. So that'll be really interesting, and because she's a really great director. So yeah, what do you think of the trailer? Are you excited for 28 Years Later? Or are you not excited for 28 Years Later? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like the video, it really helps me out, and subscribe to the channel for more content and trailer reactions like this. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, stay indoors. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a threat, sorry.